Hey everyone, Ray the Dashing Womble here. Hope you've all had a great night. Hopefully the Dashers and other food delivery for Uber and Grubhub, etc. have done all right tonight. And hopefully customers have, if any are watching, have got their order delivered as they had intended. Anyway, tonight it didn't start early at all. It started quite late, but got pretty late actually when we started. Well, say late, I mean it was about 6 o'clock maybe after that. Anyway, when we finally got started, but it wasn't good to start with. I mean, it was not good at all. And the app for DoorDash came up all red. It was very busy, it says, or busy, sorry. And it really wasn't. I mean, we sat there. Nothing was coming in. And then a few dribbled in, and that really weren't worth doing. Then Uber, nothing was happening. Oh no, like some Walmart orders came in. I don't do Walmart. And have you noticed on the Walmart orders how low they actually are on the Uber? Oof. Anyway, I don't do them anyway, so I don't. It's nothing I'm gonna do, and I certainly wouldn't do it with Uber anyway, because their map is not that brilliant. And Grubhub. Oh my, Grubhub one was like, is it working? Gee. Anyhow, blimey, I tell you what, I've been trying to upload a video that I did last night. I didn't get it all edited last night. I was just must have fallen asleep. And anyway, got all that done this afternoon, and I was uploading that. Got it all put together and that, and I was trying to upload that. It's still bloody uploading. Blimey. In fact, I went and started another upload on it just to see if I could beat the first one. Whew. Blimey. I mean, it wasn't even an hour long. Wasn't far short of that, but it wasn't an hour long. So I don't know if there's something going on with Uber, or is it YouTube, I mean, or what's going on. But anyway, I couldn't wait anymore, so I said, right, I'm just going to go ahead and do a video and get this one started. I mean, anyway, ended up doing, I think my first order I took, I just got fed up with waiting, and was at over by the Mint and took the order. It's like $6. It was going, I think, a mile and a half away, so alright, I'll do that. So I went over there, grabbed that, delivered that. Yeah, I mean, there was nothing special on that one. Then took another one as well. I think that was a bit smaller, but then what do we do? Took an order that was not going quite to Grandview, but it was not far off of it. I think it's Ruskin Heights. Anyway, it was like $13 or so, $13.25, I think. Anyway, I got there, and that was from the Mint too, and it was, how many miles away was it? 8-9 miles away, maybe a bit more. Anyway, it was yeah, like I said, 13 and a quarter or somewhere like that. Anyhow, I got there, hit the what's it button, delivered button, confirm, and turned out to be 15. Oh, nice. Anyway, got out of that, finally found my way out of that place, and headed back to, got back up onto Raytown Road and then onto 470, headed back towards East Summit. An order came in for Firebirds, $18. Ooh, yes. Take that one. It was going to Greenwood, didn't even have, I just saw it on the map. Yeah, take it, right, gone. So we took that one. Wow, $18. It was going, I think, about 8.5 miles, something like that. And the map, why is the bloody map on flipping DoorDash? I always wants to take you all the back routes now. Just go straight down. I didn't listen to it. I just went, I knew I was going for the most part. So didn't listen to it and just went. Anyway, I got the Firebirds. And I don't know about the bar lady in there. Whew, I think she might have had a few too many herself. She, and then another dasher came in and she seemed to be staggering at Taddy. Excuse me. Got hair. Got airy mouth. Yeah. Anyway. I've eaten all my ice, so I can't flip it and sink it down. Didn't have a lot left. Anyway, then this other dasher walked in and she asked him who he was there for, and I guess they have to call into the kitchen from there, from the phone in there. Anyhow, then she took a drink before she could even use the phone. We were both like looking at each other thinking, okay, I think she's taking advantage of some drinks herself. I don't know what was going on, but anyhow, so she called back, and so we didn't have to talk to her again. Not sure she was in a state to talk to anyway, but so yeah, then we got chatting with this other dasher there, and it seems like he was of the same mindset as me with crumble cookies. Crumble cookies isn't too far away from Firebirds and Lee's Summit, but crumble cookies, I don't know if it's, and it's not just there, but even though crumble cookies is open till like midnight every night except Sunday, and not sure what time they open, but anyway, they're not cheap biscuits either, but they but it seems like people just if it's a dessert or like cupcake or whatever, or biscuits, people just think, oh, it must be cheap. It's cheaper to send those. We don't deliver by the bloody ounce, you know. We're not the post office. We don't deliver by the ounce or the kilogram, or well, no, not kilogram, but anyway, the gram. So it's not going to be cheaper. I mean, the crumble cookies and cupcake a la mode. Oh my gosh, those two. They just they come in. I mean, we get a lot more from crumble cookies for sure, for dessert stuff, and it's not that brilliant. Anything that comes from them is just not worth doing. And to go in, they've always, when they are, I mean, you go in there, it's a pain in the arse to park most of the times. Unless you get a late one. I mean, if you're there at midnight, just before midnight, then there's not a lot of people there normally. But then, but you go in there, and I've been in there before a few times, and I don't know, some of the staff, I mean, most of the time it's just young kids working in there, but sometimes you get these real snooty little shites that work in there. Oh, jeez. Sorry to disturb you. Just a odd lot. Oops. Alright, seems I've got to cut off then. Anyway, so yeah, not too keen on going to crumble cookies, and then evidently I'm not the only one. But yeah, the one from Fireburst was pretty darn good, because after the other fella went on his way, not sure his name, didn't get that far on that, but if you're watching, good meeting you, mate. I know I did tell you about the UE2 channel. Blimey, it's a bit hot in here. Anyway, hopefully your night got better after we went our separate ways. But yeah, you know, got that one that I picked up from Firebirds that went on down to Greenwood. It was actually a catering order. But it was odd, because when I actually looked at what they had ordered, all it showed was a chocolate cake. Surely I'm not just delivering a chocolate cake. Anyhow, if it was one big heavy chocolate cake. But I don't know. There was a sealed bag, so which is fine. I mean, I don't want to go through people's food. Won't want anyone to go through mine either. And they should all be sealed. I mean, there's several restaurants that don't do it anymore. I don't understand why. But I mean, I'm not going to go through anyone's food, so I don't care. But it's just weird why they won't do it, or they don't carry on doing it. Because it should be the norm. It should be just normal that's what you do. I know with what's that place? Sonic, for the most part, Sonic could do it. And Perkins, they'll do it too. Perkins Bakery, etc. And the Mint do it. Yeah, the Mint, they just hide a bag. But again, I mean, I'm not going to get into anybody's food. So, but there are some drivers that do, apparently. And then some drivers also steal the food, so, which is beyond me why they do that. I'm not sure. I mean, if you're hungry, then ask the restaurant. Or better still, just put some snacks in your car and just, you've got something for yourself when you feel like you need something to just stop your belly groaning or whatever. And also, if you're going to do that, make sure you got some hand sanitizer too. Because the last thing you want to be doing is having like Cheeto fipping fingers or whatever, and then gripping hold of someone's flipping food bag, whether it be sealed or not, and then taking that up to their doorstep and leaving it on there, and you've got a flipping paw print of all your Cheeto hands or whatever. Just think about it. Just think about it. You're handling people's food. You need to be sanitary. and you certainly don't need to be in their food anyway. Anyhow, that's the last of that. I ain't going on that again, because it just should be common sense. Anyway, so where was I? So the one to from Firebirds rather, I took it on that $18 was when we picked it up, and took it down. I mean, it was enough to get it down there, that's for sure. But delivered it to the door. Actually been to the same house before, several times actually. We don't go there often, but I don't know how often they order, because I don't know, I don't pick up every order for people, do I? And anyway, that was for that turned out to be $27. That was very nice, very, very, very generous. Put it on their doorstep. They had the porch light on, and they had the front door open with the glass door shut, and so you could see up there, but there was still some of it part of their garden or whatever. I couldn't see my way across, so I just shone the headlights on it. It wasn't a very well lit street, so that was fine. The lights helped. The headlights helped. But anyway, yeah, got that one there. That was very, very generous of the people. Very nice. Thank you for that. And then came back, took another fair-sized order. Can't quite remember where that one went. Oh no, that's right. Picked up this other one on the way back from Greenwood, heading back towards where is it? Lee Summit. And this order came in from Uber. And I generally Uber Eats, and I generally try not to take too much from Uber Eats at night, because their map isn't all that brilliant, and you can't zoom in on it to see where you're actually going to, like you can on both Uber and Grubhub. You can zoom right in, and it'll tell you whether you're going to a flat or whatever, flat or apartment, whatever you want to call it. And as if you've seen my previous videos, I don't like to do those, mainly because it hurts the old knee and that. Anyway, so yeah, so this order, I'd left it on. I put it back on, and took that one, and it was $20. The only problem with Uber Eats is, and it was going to Blue Springs. Where was it coming from? Forgot what I picked up for that one. Huh? Was that for the Mint? Yeah, that was for the Mint, I think. Anyway, no, it wasn't. I lie. It was Noodles and Company. Okay, so I got over to Noodles and Company, and I sort of recognise the address. So I won't go to it on in the night time on Uber Eats most of the time, unless I recognise the streets. Anyway, what was it? It said Castle Drive and Buckingham Palace Road, or Buckingham Place, or something like that. I thought, I somewhat know that. Anyway, rings a bell. Anyways, right, I grabbed it anyway. Asked my wife to hit the button, because I was driving. So I went over to Noodles and Company, picked that up, and looked at the map, and the map's like showing me where it was, obviously, where it was in Blue Springs. Oh, so I went, okay, that's opposite the Sonic. Yeah, oh, that's all right, I know where that is. Anyhow, I'm looking at the directions, and Uber's map is trying to take me up, straight up to I-70, go all the way along that way, all the way down 70 to get the Blue Springs on Woods-Chapel Road, and then come back down there and then get into it. Well, that didn't make any bloody sense. Because I'm in Lee's Summit. If you look at the map, I'll try. Yeah, I won't be able to do it, I'm not sure. But from where I was, I could actually come up 70, 470, excuse me. Get up to straight up off of 470 on Woods-Chapel Road. Go zooming past all over the lakes, over Blue Springs Lake, and get on the 40 highway, and then get on to the other side of Woods-Chapel Road, pass around about, and it comes up in your right hand side. I cut out an awful lot of mileage from what just Uber Eats map is telling me. So if you're a driver and you're just relying directly on the map, do not do that, because for the most part they're going to try and they'll take you a direct route. Well, not such much a direct route, maybe an out the bloody way route. I mean, if it was I was lucky in the fact that I knew somewhat where it was going, and as soon as I looked at it on the map, I went, well, why do I need to go all the way up there to go there, when I can go there? So I miss all that. Anyway, got it delivered, and that was $12 plus whatever the tip was going to be. It was going to be $20 is what it reported, but with the Uber Eats thing, if you're a driver, you know, probably if you're a customer too, you know, if you used Uber Eats at all, is you got up to an hour to change the tip. People call it tip baiting. So some people will say, all right, I'll give you $20 to deliver my food 20 miles away, let's say that. And but the fare is actually $12. The rest of it comes from whatever the customer puts in as a tip. But the customer has up to an hour to adjust the tip on Uber Eats, and that could mean that they could take the tip away if they didn't feel that it was put in the right spot or whatever on their doorstep, or if there was a slice of lettuce missing from the hamburger or whatever it is. Either way, they can change the tip. They can also increase it too. But you know, Uber Eats would come up and say, this is what the customer has said they're going to give you, and that's it. You know, for me it was $20 or so. There was some change or whatever on the end of it, but yeah, it was and it takes up to an hour to come back to you. Actually, while I was sat here just a little while ago waiting for that other bloody video to upload, it turned out it came in, and it was the thing actually came in at $22, so it was another couple of dollars on top of it. So yeah, that was good. Thank you for that. That was if you're watching, thank you for doing that for us. Always nice to get a tip. But yeah, like I said, then after that, you know, he came out of there and said to the wife, well, I went back down the way that we came in on. Went down Woods-Chapel Road, back over the Blue Springs Lake there, and gave it a choice. Well, we can either go home from here, well, I could have gone home the other way, but anyway, straight across Woods-Chapel, or I can go back to work and see if we can get one last one. So I ended up going back to the Lee Summit. Parts over by the Mint. Mint was closed by then, even though they had their sign on, still on. But then went to the cafe, was still all lit up and they were in there. They must have been playing a game or whatever in the back. And wish the Pizza Hut was open till midnight, 1 o'clock. They were still open. And then the bar, I suppose, that was still open up there, just down a bit. But anyway, just sat in there and just waited. Just sat for a few minutes, trying to figure out why this video was taking so bloody long. And then watched a suspicious looking vehicle driving through the car park. You know, I watched what it was doing. I had the headlights off. I was sat in front of the little few spaces back from the Mint place and from the cafe. So, but I could see, you know, obviously it went past us. Didn't know we were there, I suppose. Didn't have any lights on in the van, and just watched it go by. And you know what? It's good to be there. If you're in your own town, in your own flipping delivery area, it's good to hang about, especially if you're in a quieter area. That part of Lee Summit is fairly quiet because it's off the road a bit, that time of night at least. And if you've got smaller family-owned companies or whoever that are in that strip mall, in that particular area that you know that you do a lot with, or even if you don't do a lot with, just sit there. I mean, for us, I was still getting orders from further down the road and the other side of town, but they were turning out to be a load of shite. But it was, but it's good just to keep an eye on things. So anyway, I just watched this van. I kept an eye on it, and it finally drove off. But I know its registration and I know what vehicle it was. So I always do that. Keep an eye on the people that you earn from. It all helps. But yeah, it's other than that, nothing really to report. Didn't really do anything tonight. Like I said, I started a bit later than I should have done. And tomorrow, I think we're going to make up for it tomorrow, because the wife has a 10 o'clock appointment at a doc, kidney doc tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. And no doubt I may well stay out for a little while, a few hours at least. I don't know if I'll stay out all day, but I'll certainly stay out for a few hours, just give it a try. No doubt we'll get some lunch or whatever in between that. Oh, here we go. One top tip. If you're in the Lee Summit area, or even if you're not. Now, I think I've said about this before. Upside. Upside is what you can get cash back on your petrol with. And you know, it goes into the account there and it starts mounting up. And it can be up to 25 cents back on your petrol. And also, if you use it if you go in and buy snacks at various petrol stations, you'll get cash back on that. I think at Phillips 66, you can get, but I've seen up to 18% come back. It's a lot, it's quite good. But I saw tonight when I was looking through on there trying to figure out what to have for dinner, and Lion's Choice. They got 2 Lion's Choices in Lee Summit that they said. I think there might be a bit of a cock up there, but anyway. But either way, 27% cash back. Wow, that's a saving. So you might want to look into that. They had other food places and that on there, but they were only like 4 or 5%. So maybe Lion's Choice, I've not seen them on there, but to be fair, I haven't looked that much recently. But maybe they're just new to it and just going into it. Lion's Choice for us, every time I pass it, I ain't that busy. No, I ain't busy at all. So, yeah, 27% cash back. I'll put the link. I've got a link on an affiliate link, whatever it is. I'll put it down below. Just click on that. Somehow or other it helps me out. And yeah, start flipping, getting some money back. 27%. I mean, if you spend a tenner, that's what's that? Quite a bit back. And it'll start flipping mounting up. And it just goes into the cashback account. Just save that money. Have it for Christmas or something. I mean, it's money that you wouldn't have got back if you didn't know about Get Upside. Or Upside, whatever they call themselves now. It's Upside now. So, yeah, use it. It's free. I'm free. It's well easy to use. I have my DoorDash card, Dasher Direct card attached to it. I've got a couple other cards as well on it. So if you use any of those cards, just, you know, you get them logged into your account, and you can just use those. And I think you might have to upload the receipt, not sure, but anyway, it'll be it's easy to use. I haven't used it too much on the food part. So yeah, that one on that is yeah, it's pretty good. 27%. Oof. You know, if you eat at Lion's Choice for the month or however long that thing lasts, we've eaten there several times, a few times, but I can't remember. There was something that I got on the first time that we went there, and it was pretty good. But we didn't go for a little while after that, and I forgot what it was that I got in the first place. Anyway, but yeah, so give that a go. Definitely give that a go. Other than that, nothing else to report tonight. Just okay, if you're a new driver in the area or anywhere, for crying out loud, don't take all these flipping small orders. I mean, $6 was flipping way too flipping low for me tonight, but it was only going a mile and a half on it, and I was bored out my brain box. So but $2.50 orders, $2.50, don't do them. Definitely don't do them. I had one the other night, it was 2 of them. I don't know how they flipping did it. It was 2 pickups, 2 drop-offs, and it was $4.56 or $4.86. I don't know how they flipping done that, but you're obviously not going to get a tip out of that. So, and most of those smaller orders are going to be a pain in your rear end. There might be half a dozen million steps up in the air. You might get a dog flipping bite in your bottom at the end of it, or during it. It's generally not the best orders to take. Plus, I mean, it could take you don't know how long you're going to be waiting at the restaurant. Even if it's only going a mile or 2, or even if it's only going 100 foot, you could still be waiting at the restaurant, kicking your heels and flipping wasting your time. I mean, if you're spending 20 minutes at the bloody restaurant, you've only made $2.50 in 20 minutes. It's not worth your time. And if you even have to go like a couple of miles, it's still not. It's just not worth your time. You're gonna run your car ragged, gonna run you ragged, and you're just gonna waste your time. So take a minimum. Do a minimum. Really, my minimum normally is $7.50. Depending on where the petrol prices are. Yeah, I took the $6 one tonight, but it was only going 1.5 miles up the road, and I somewhat knew where it was going. Well, yeah, I somewhat knew where it was going. It wasn't going far, obviously, it was only going 1.5 miles. And I was already at the Mint anyway, so it didn't matter. So I was actually parked in the car park. So, and I know they're pretty quick, so pick it up, just take it on its way. And if another one came in for the Mint, which it actually did, or wherever close, you could go straight on because you're still in your district. So yeah. All right. Well, think I've done yapping. I'm gonna go in and have some snacks. Bought some snacks. Old Paddy over there, Paddington's on the window. He panicked today. We went back through the car wash. It was a bit of a sort of dreary, dismal start this evening. Bit of rain last night and rain some of today, I think, too. But anyhow, I came out the van and it looked, why is it all dirty? Oh, yeah, it rained. Dirty rain. So anyway, ran the van through the car wash while we were out that way. I mean, I've got a membership. I can run the van through the car wash as much as I like through the month. And I think it's like $24 a month, something like that. Anyway, but I don't run it through there every day, but it didn't look too well. I didn't think it looked too well, so I'd run it through the car wash. And Paddy was right there, right up against the window, and well, I guess he panicked a bit. Anyway, all right, so that'll be it. I'll finish up now. Don't forget, like, subscribe. Oh, hang on, not again. Paddy says like. I can't hear what you're saying, Paddy. Paddy says like, subscribe, hit the bell button, because it'll warn you when his silly basket is put another video out. Paddy, you're talking funny. Anyway, he wants a marmalade sandwich. Right. Anyhow, alright, so thanks for watching, and hopefully the other video's up, and I'll have another one up here, probably another one tomorrow, whenever tomorrow is. Whenever the tomorrow of this video comes out. Alright, thanks for watching. Cheers. Ta-da.